Hello everybody, welcome back to Slay the Spire. Last time was a bit of an explain heavy episode. This time we're just going to go into it. And we're going to go into it as the Silent, which is the other available class at the moment. So the Silent is very different from the Ironclad. Typically does her best to, just be combo heavy, which is a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. So obtain a random rare relic for a curse. I'll take it if we've got a shop coming up soon. Yeah, we can do that, absolutely. And then hit up and, ooh, I like this plan. Yeah. Let's obtain a curse and obtain a random rare relic. Oh, and it's a good one too. The Tori is 100% worth. Okay. So Tori, anytime that we take 5 damage or less, we take 1 instead. It's nice. This turn, unfortunately, we drew regret right at the beginning, which really sucks. And since it's a loss of HP, it doesn't work with Tori, so we're just going to take 4. What really sucks is that happened on the first turn where we draw extra cards. So curses are cards that you have in your deck that have a negative effect and that suck. Yeah, I'll strike you twice and then defend once, so that way we don't take any additional damage, which is nice. We could just take 1, but I'd rather take 0 if I can manage it. But yeah, curses are a pain in the butt. If you want, there are some deck archetypes that can work with it, but this is not one of them. I think we Survivor, discarding the regret, because it's free to do. Strike, and then defend again, so we don't take any damage this turn. But we want to draw, 3 strikes next turn. Please. Pretty please. 3 strikes. Come on. Show the money. 2 strikes and a neutralize is not what I asked for, if I'm being honest. But we still have lethals. That's fine. It is what I asked for in the sense that I was really asking for just lethal damage, and we got it. Okay. So, interesting choice here. But I think that the obvious one is Quick Slash, since it just draws us a card. Dagger Throw's neat, since it allows us to cycle and does an extra damage, but effectively leaves your hand with 1 less card. Quick Slash is literally just cycle for 1 energy. Toss out a card, get a card, deal 8 damage. It's just really good. So, it's the safer bet out of the 2. Guaranteed. Now, you'll notice that we didn't gain HP. That's because we don't start with the Burning Blood relic that the other dude definitely does. Survivor. Discard the regret. Let's Quick Slash and see what we draw into. There's another strike. Now, we have an interesting choice here. Do I want to take damage this turn? Or do I not? And I think the answer is no. I do not want to take damage this turn. Go to hell. It is a good thing, by the way, that we keep getting... that so far, 2 out of 3 times that we've drawn... The curse that we've got, we've also drawn the means to discard it with what's the card called again? Survivor? Yeah, there we go. Survivor is pretty handy sometimes in weird and strange and interesting ways. Let's go ahead and slice him. I want to avoid taking damage again, but taking 1 damage is a sacrifice I'm willing to make to get through this a bit faster. So he's going to hit us. Unblocked damage is going to be 4, which gets reduced to 1 thanks to Tori. We really should be abusing Tori when we can. So 7. And unfortunately, we just can't really do anything else. We drew a handful of defends. That was really bad luck. Rake makes us weak. So we're going to spend the next couple of turns being defensive, if possible. I really don't want a Quick Slash, because we could draw back into our curse, which would be bad. Let's strike instead. Yeah, we're drawing into our curse guaranteed next turn. Oh, no. All right, but we are drawing 3 strikes, which means that we've got lethal. Perfect. We don't actually have to worry about this guy anymore. Wait, we're still weak. Shit, we don't have lethal anymore. That's bad. God damn it, that sucks. Okay, so we're going to take 2 off of this. Then this guy's going to hit us for 7, which also sucks. If the defense had been spread out a bit better, then we wouldn't have taken damage there, and that's just RNG. It kind of sucks, but, them's the breaks. Immediately defend for the other 2 cards. We could have, it'd be nice if RNG was, less rude to me right now, but I'll whatever. Just kill him. Lame. All right, Dexterity Potion's very nice to have. And another interesting situation. Okay, so all-out attack is kind of just bad. I have yet to make good use of it. Deflect is free, but we're not going for that kind of deck archetype yet. Flying Knee is legitimately just a better strike, so we'll go for it. Now, while we're here, we've got some money. We're going to immediately spend it to get rid of regret. Goodbye. Now, we have an interesting situation. Do I want to buy any of these? What the hell is this? Gain an artifact. Oh, I understand. I get it. That makes... I get it. Okay, so an artifact means that you don't get debuffed. Okay. This underhanded strike can be handy, especially if we get Survivor, because then that means that we can Survivor, underhanded strike, and then this will deal 7 damage to a random enemy. And it also starts up an archetype that I'm down with. So, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's go for a discard-heavy archetype and see what happens. Now, we are stuck now on a path that involves an elite, so we want to make sure that we keep our HP where it is. Any more problems with HP, and we'll have hell to pay for, really. We did not draw the card I wanted. That's not good, but we're still killing everybody, so that's fine. Actually, no, that's totally fine. What am I talking about? We flying need. We killed one, the guy that was going to attack us. We're not going to take any damage as a result. Then this guy is going to end up doing, oh no, weak for a turn, but you're at 8, so I'm just going to do that and smack you. You're at 2, and then use my other 3 energy that I have to make sure that you can't touch this. MC Hammer style. You don't know. I could have hammer pants underneath these robes. It's too hard to see. So we quick slash. We don't get to use underhanded strike at all there, unfortunately, but now we have an incentive to pick up dagger throw if we find it. Escape plan is just good. Piercing wail's also fantastic, though. Draw 1 card. If the card is a skill, gain 3 block. It's a cycle that turns into a block. It's just good card advantage. But piercing wail is a life-saving card. I think we pick this up for now. We'll have other chances to pick up like lots of ways to cycle. That's not going to be an issue. Normality. You cannot play more than 3 cards this turn. That's terrible. Upgrade a card to obtain a relic. Do we have another shop coming up anytime this floor? We have the option, but it involves fighting an additional elite. I'm not sure. You know what? Why don't we give it a whirl? So we got the strawberry. We got cursed with normality, which sucks. And the strawberry's not all that good. So that was not worth, unfortunately. Oh, and this is a rude elite this early on in the game. Okay, so we are cursed with normality to start with. Annoying, since we have neutralized. We'd like to use it if at all possible. But them's the breaks. Which one has the least HP? You do. We want to get kills as fast as possible against these jokers. So do I take 16 or do I take a little less? Let's take a little less. So the first guy that attacks me is going to end up dealing 1. Dazed. It's not the worst. And the second guy that attacks me is going to deal 8. Feels bad. But now we don't have to deal with normality. Come on, Survivor. You can tell that this is going exactly according to plan. Okay, so we're going to take another 9 this turn. Not ideal, but that's the breaks. And this guy's going to put another 2 days in our deck. But the good news is next turn that guy dies. That's pretty much a guarantee. Normality, it's fine. Survivor discarding normality because I can. Not that it matters. And Piercing Wail doesn't do anything, so you know what? In this particular case, we're going to do Piercing Wail just so that way we can remove the 2 debuff things on these guys, and we can use Neutralize properly. It also removes a card from our deck, so that's fine by me. But now we have the additional problem that these guys are stuffing our deck full of dazes. Dazes are a problem. They're dead draws. We just drew a lot of dead draw, unfortunately. Should have attacked the other one. I'm an idiot, but that's fine. So we're going to take another 9. You see how this is becoming a problem very quickly for our deck here that has not really had the chance to get any power level, really. So, feels bad, man. We'll take our 1, and we'll put you within lethal. Yeah, you're within lethal. You're only going to deal 1 damage. That's fine. We will get through this. What I'm concerned about is getting through everything else. And we're going to want to fight at least 1 elite on this floor, because that relic could be really, really good, but... Alright. So, I see the problem with our deck currently. We keep getting underhanded strike and no means to discard with. So, we drafted badly there. Effectively, that card has been a dead draw 3 or 4 times in a row now. It's really, really rough. Smack. Survivor getting rid of normality, because I can. And then defend. So, that way I just use cards for reasons unknown. Please stop. But yeah, it's been a dead draw like a million times in a row. It was a bad draft. Should not have done that. We're going to go ahead, strike, defend. Hand plays itself. We're going to take 1 damage this turn. It's not the end of the world, but it's still looking a little rough. Like, we keep taking 1. I'd rather take 0 at some point in our lives. Strike and defend, and underhanded strike is unplayable for the 5th time in a row. We need something like dagger throw. Should have gone dagger throw the first time. That would have been nice. But we're going to go heavy on discard cards now. Guaranteed. If we can go heavy on those discard cards now, we are, like, we have a much, like, then our archetype will define itself at that point. Smiling Mask. Merchant card removal surface now always costs 50. That's actually pretty huge. Any card discards? No. None. This one works with it, but until it does, 4 energy is literally useless. Like, we can't actually use Eviscerate, so quick slash it is. I suggest we go by this instead of the Elite right now. Oh, thank God, this banana. You're giving me another curse game. For another relic? Do I dare? This seems like a terrible decision. Okay, what do we got up ahead? If we can smith instead of healing, that might be a handy way to do some things here. We also have no means of removing said curse. I already have to contend with normality right now, so we're not going to get regret. Let's go ahead and heal up our 25 HP. You eat the banana. It is nutritious and slightly magical. Healing you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, so since we have enough HP, we can smith instead. Deals 10 damage to random enemy. That's not what I'm looking at. You deal extra damage, which is nice, but I think neutralize here is our best bet since it applies weak for 2 turns. It's just instead of just 1 turn, so that's handy as hell. Relic time. Kunai. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain a dexterity. Actually sweet as hell. Dexterity increases the amount that you block by the way. So considering how dexterity heavy we are, you know, block heavy we are, that's pretty sweet. I think that we neutralize. I think that we've already played 1 card this turn. We can only play 2 more. Unless if we find a way to discard this. I think that we Piercing Wail. Move his strength down. And that we defend so that way we only take 1. Lame, but I mean, it's the turn, so let's see. So gets all of its strength back. Now it's just doing a negative effect. Let's go. Quick slash into a discard. No, of course not. So there we go. 3 attacks, not bad. That gives us an extra dexterity, which means that we now gain more block, which is nice. And we're now weaker. Amazing. You want to make me weak again? That's very rude of you, game. Okay, you're not splitting this turn. Fine, I guess I'll just do this. It's annoying that our only discard card right now is Survivor, and we can never seem to get it in the same hand as the attack that only works when we, you know, discard. This would be the turn to split them, please. We managed to just do it. Okay. End the turn. We're going to be weak for like another million turns, but whatever. And both of these jokers now have 33 HP. That is a problem, by the way. They do hurt. But I think we can deal with this. So, they're dealing a little less. Let's quick slash to see what we get. Flying knee. Handy. If I double defend, I only take 1 damage this turn. I think that that's well worth it, despite the fact that flying knee is actually stupendous. Corrosive Spit feels bad because it gives wounds. And unlike the Ironclad, I can't just ignore wounds with Evolve. I still think that Evolve is a fantastic card, by the way. That makes me a scrub, I'm sure, but you gotta be kidding me. Okay, it says 3 strikes. You're within lethal. I think we lose weaken. I think we lose weaken for the first time in our lives. Nope, it's still there, and it's been applied twice more. Amazing. I hate this combat right now. Okay. Still no discard options. Still no discard options. Still got another dexterity, though. On turns like this, you can start, in rounds like this, you start racking up dexterity, and then your block starts getting a little bit ridiculous, and it's kind of nice. Problem. Ridiculous, like, ability to defend and then block 8 damage or no. I'm kind of tired of being weak all the time, game. This is rude. Oh, my lord. Okay, so flying knee. Strike. Doesn't matter. Dagger throw would be nice. Like, that is a high priority common card. It would be nice to find it now. Double quick slash. I'll take it because it's lethal. At least quick slash hits hard enough. All right, what do we get now? Blur. Next turn, gain 2. Dagger spray. Okay, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Blur's like actually demented, especially considering our deck right now. I think that we kind of should. Just so that way, if we get a dead draw like that again, where it's just like, oh, it's only defends, we have the ability to deal with it. But Dagger Spray is really good since it hits multiple targets, and it still is just strictly better than a strike. I have a feeling that we'll see Dagger Spray again sometime. I'm not so sure about our other friends here, so. Alright, so as far as upgrades go, gain 8 block. Is there anything that, like, in particular? Like, if we smith Quick Slash, it allows it to deal a lot of damage. That is actually handy as hell. You know what? Why not? Why not? Quick Slash is good. Having an upgraded Quick Slash is sweet. We need to fight at least one elite before we leave this floor, because I need the relics. And it's the Goblin Knob! That's a problem. Alright, well, we're doing as much damage as we possibly can as fast as possible, and we're going to take a lot of damage in the process. Oh, this would be the turn to play a Blur. Absolutely the turn to play a Blur. We are going to chug an energy potion as well, so that we can strike again, which gives us extra dexterity, which doesn't do anything in this particular case, but if I had done that earlier, that would have been smart, because then we would have had 6 block next turn, which is going to be handy because he's going to hit us. Oh, okay, well, at least we get to neutralize that a little bit. He's down to 10 now. Strike. Strike. We do not put up a defend, because right now we're taking 1 damage if we don't put up a defend. Hilariously enough. Thank you, Tori. Alright, so we got 36 left to go. That's a problem. Flying knee. This is a problem. So, if we play a skill, he gets stronger. Whenever he gets stronger, he deals 2 extra damage. Put it up to 7, he goes up to 12. We still only take 1, but next turn's going to suck. Fine, let's go. I mean, we got a sucky turn regardless, so whatever. What do we get this time? Okay, so he's only dealing 6. So reduces strength by a bunch. So he's down to 3. Like, we're getting to a point now where, like, I would really rather, like, not draw defends. Could I draw, like, 4 attacks and have, like, 1,000,000 energy? Like, 2 quick slashes, both of them, like, one of them being the upgraded one. Thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. Smack for 12. Smack for additional 8. And then kill for a strike. Nice. That was a little too close. I'm glad that we played that as close as we did, but every time you play 3 attacks, gains 1 strength. Okay, now we're seeing things come to play. If this card is discarded from your hand, gain 1 energy. Look, I've already dealt with this problem. We can't deal with it again. Dagger Spray. We need the Dagger Spray. It'd be just nice to have. Alright, can we remove the curse? Yes, we can. It only costs 50, which is nice. So that leaves us with 124 left. With 124, what do I want? Footwork could be handy. Prepared would be awesome. It's another way to discard things. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. So, remove normality. Pick up prepared. And we still have energy. We could go with Riddle with Holes, which would be a strong finisher in the situation where we get enough strength. And we need one of those. So we'll grab that. That makes sense to me. Alright, let's check it out against this jerk. And see whether or not we can make this happen. This is actually a really good fight to see if this works. 13, that's a problem. Okay, so we blur. Okay. We defend, so we only take 1. And we will flying knee him to deal 8 damage, gain an energy next turn, and the Tori means that we only take 1. Tori is dementedly good if you can play around it, which we are managing, so I'm quite pleased about this. We have so much more HP than we should right now. Quick Slash makes sense. Prepared works right now, because we can discard unhanded strike for the first time. It's not a dead draw. Holy shit. Piercing Wail reduces his strength to 0. Okay, 2. So do we take... Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and strike him twice. That makes sense to me. We'll take our 1 damage off of his attack. Because, again, Tori's amazing. And then next turn, we're, like, practically guaranteed to murder his face in thanks to an extra strength and everything else that we got going on. Yeah, like, these two together are actually really, really good. On a good turn, you can do some really dumb shit. Alright, backflip is good. It is. Drawing 2 cards is very, very nice. Bane is not handy right now. We have no means of applying poison. Do I need more card draw right now that it revolves around us gaining more block? The answer is no. As good a card as it is, we're going to skip it. What boss are we up against right now? The Hexaghost. Holy shit. We need to rest immediately. The Hexaghost is a massive pain in the butt, and I hate him as far as bosses go. So our first turn is going to be all damage if we can manage, and it is, pretty much. Quick slash, strike, strike. So that gives us strength and some additional dexterity. Handy as hell. Thank you. Here's the problem. Now's when things get real. So 7 damage 6 times. That's an issue. Let's reduce that with Piercing Wail. And now he's only dealing 6 damage. That's great. That's actually very, very handy. We'll Flying Knee. We could literally block all of it. And why wouldn't I? We're not getting much of an advantage otherwise. So deal me no damage, please. Shame we don't have Caltrops or something. Alright, so he now is dealing 10. Why don't we do Prepared, discarding Unended Strike, which works, does not work with those two. Okay, good to know. He's about ready to deal us 10. I say we defend, riddle with holes while you still have the chance, and strike. So we'll only take 1 damage, which is fine. Okay, so 6. We can reduce that again. Very nice. And now we're only taking 1. Quick Slash turns into Strike, which we use Strike, which gives us more dexterity, more strength. Do we smack him again and take 1 damage? Yes, I think so. He intends to inflict a negative effect on us. I think it doesn't matter either way. And it looks like we still have the ability to use both, you know, keep both of our potions, but we'll have to see. Oh, yeah, that is going to be a problem. Never mind. Okay, so he's buffing this turn. Quick Slash to start. Strike and strike again, getting more dexterity, more strength. We're kind of going off the chain right now. Do I want to prepare to this turn? No, I really don't. I'm wondering if I'm falling prey to the too good to use syndrome right now with these 2 potions. Like, a lot of the time I notice that people have a really... Wait, what comes... That's gonna be 7 damage twice. That's... Okay. How about we use Survivor, discarding and defend, and then we riddle with holes while we got the chance. It's gonna deal a lot of damage. Nice. That should only deal 1 damage to us now, which is important because, I mean, we're kind of playing the long game against the Hexaghost, which is a mistake by most accounts. Okay, we're gonna Flying Knee. No problems there. Do I need more strength and defense right now? The answer is no. We'll defend. We'll Dagger Spray because it does 14 damage right now, thanks to the fact that it attacks twice and we got 3 extra strength, which is stellar. Alright, Seer. Should hit us for 0. It still gives the burn, though. Okay. That's a problem. Neutralize. Quick Slash. Quick Slash. Survivor, getting rid of Underhanded Strike, and then Blur to keep whatever armor that we have this turn for next turn. Which is going to be handy, because we might be able to block everything that he sends at us, which would be nice, actually. So we got 15 block. He's about ready to deal 18 damage. Okay. So Strike. Strike. Preparedness gets rid of the burn. And then we can defend. Yeah, now we don't take any damage. Eat shit. Oh, this guy got handled. See, the reason why I like the silence so much is because of all the card advantage that she gets. This is a prime example. Now, here's the trick. Can we make this work for us? And the answer is yes. We got rid of holes. We win. I knew that finisher would be handy. That thing dealt easily 100 damage on its own. All right, here's an interesting situation. Glass Knife is a very powerful attack. Like, a very powerful attack. Over the course of an entire, like, combat, it gets weaker, but it is very strong. Bullet Time is good, but... I'm not sure if now's the time for Bullet Time. We don't have enough card draw to really... Oh, wait. Well, we actually are relying on card draw right now. And if we pick up Bullet Time, that's an anti-synergy. Tactician is still not good until we get more, like, you know, dagger throws. So we pick up Glass Knife for sure. All right, Boss Relic. Snecko Eye. Nope. Potions always drop after combat, potentially. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal for 2 whenever you enter a rest site. Potentially very handy. But you know what? As long as we don't pick up one other relic, the White Beast statue is going to be actually very, very stellar, because then we'll be able to just use potions kind of willy-nilly, which would be nice. So we're up against the Collector. The Collector is not a difficult boss compared to some, so I'm happy with that. I think we want to hit up as many question marks as possible, drop by at least one elite, and hit up a shop at the very end. That makes sense. Let's go here. Oh, god damn it. Not these guys again. And this time we don't have a really good tool to deal with them either. I'm a little disappointed with myself. We have some tools. We definitely have some tools, but it's not enough to really make me pleased. We'll go ahead and neutralize this guy, which weakens him down to 0, which is great. Deal 3 damage 5 times. That'll knock this guy out of the air. Nice. And then we can Glass Knife this guy, which knocks him out of the air as well. Perfect. So we don't take any damage this turn. 2 of them are knocked down on the ground. And we're in an interesting situation with this guy who's now going to start attacking for twice as much damage. Like, we just have to do the same thing that we did the last time with the Ironclad, where we have to sort of manage who's attacking and when and how much damage we're going to take in the process. So these 2 are going to deal 1 each. That's nothing. We should focus on this guy, if, you know, possible. Quick Slash. See what we draw? It is another attack. Great. So we'll attack, and we'll attack, which gives us more strength, knocks him out of the air, so we only take 2 damage this turn, and we have a good time. So the good news is that these guys, honestly, are only ever going to deal a maximum of 5 damage to us, thanks to Tori, but the bad news is that we definitely don't want to take damage if we can manage it, because it's kind of unfortunate in the sense that, you know, reasons. Like, if we take damage, it's bad. How about we go ahead and, while they're all knocked down and taking full damage, Dagger Spray. That makes perfect sense to me. Strike is 8 for free. Oh, we got a kill here. That was easy. I think we strike down the guy that's going to deal us any damage at all, which gives us a little bit more, and if we do Prepared, it actually doesn't do anything at all. So let's not use it this turn. Okay, birds went down easy. We only took 2 damage. I don't think that we're gonna have a problem dealing another 6 here. Emphasis on don't think. Yeah, okay, good. See, while they're flying, they only take half damage, which is why they kept seemingly living all the time, but there you have it. Deal 5 damage if the enemy is weak, gain an energy, and draw a card. Potentially very handy, but we don't have any real means of making people weak other than neutralize. That's actually a really valid point. How much do I want to rely on neutralize right now? It is the only card in the deck that makes things weak. But then Heel Hook becomes a free attack. You know what? I think in this particular situation, we don't need any of this, and it's kind of filling up our deck. And as much as Heel Hook looks very cool, we don't have something like Sucker Punch or anything else to really enable the weak, so we'll skip it for now, which is unfortunate. All right. Now, next combat, we should definitely use a potion. Okay, yeah, I'll offer 85 gold. Ooh, Pen Nib. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Very handy. If we can time that with Riddle with Holes, that's going to be bananas. All right. So against this jerk, you know what? I've got the perfect one to pop right now. I suggest that we draw that we do that strength business right away. He's gonna hit us for 10, which sucks. Let's just be honest. I am sorely tempted to knock him down as hard as possible this turn. And you know what? I'll take my 10. I'll take my 10 this turn. Because now we can do as much damage as we want, really. Let's be prepared. We drew Piercing Wail. Not sure how I feel about that right now. Let's not. So, strike, and blur to be safe. Suffer. I'd rather not. I'd rather you died. Hex is bad. Whenever we play a non-attack card, bad stuff happens. So neutralize, knock you down to that. Strike. Still have a bunch of energy, so dagger spray. Just puts you down even lower. We're almost going to kill you, but not quite. Let's not take any damage. Yeah, deal your 11. See if I care. I think this attack makes me more vulnerable. Yeah, amazing. This guy is a jerk, but we've managed to deal with him without much issue. Very nice. Okay, regen potion's handy. Thank you. For each card discarded this turn. Only this turn. It's not good enough. I think outmaneuver could be really good here. Or, thanks for the follow. Sincerely appreciated. Let's go ahead and pick up footwork. I think footwork is a useful power when we have a down turn to actually put it on. It just gives 2 dexterity permanently for the fight. So that's really good. It's a useful card to have one of. Navigating an unlit street. Remove all strikes, gain 5 bites. Look, I'm not gonna lie. That does take all of our garbage strikes and make them slightly better. It also reduces our max HP, though, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. You know what? Last time I said no, fuck it. This time, let's go. Intense hunger passes through your belly. You must feed. You know what? Fine. Okay, Plant Man here is a problem. You can only really attack him like once per turn. That's an issue. And there's our attack, because then he gets armor. We will blur. Actually, you know what? Shit. I think this is the round where we pop a dexterity potion. We will do survivor, discarding a bite because it doesn't matter, and then... Ooh, it's pen nib. Let's go for 14 or 24 and draw a card. I think we do the 24 and draw a card. Shit! Oh, we were a turn off. If we could have drawn, if we had waited a turn, we could have done that with glass knife, which would have been bananas. But it's fine. It's fine. So we're not going to take any damage this turn, which is very handy. We would have only taken 3 regardless, but it's always nice to not take any. Quick slash, flying knee, prepared. Let's see what we draw. You know what? This is the turn. Footwork. So he's going to put on Enfeebling Spores. It's bad! But the good news is we have enough dexterity now that we can actually overcome the frailty to a certain degree. So that's going to be 21 damage. I am not thrilled about that. We can block 18 of it. So effectively we'll only take 1 this turn. I think that that's a good idea. I think that that's a very good idea. Only taking 1 is kind of my favorite thing to do right now. Alright, so 7 times 3 again. Not thrilled about that. Prepared. Underhand strike should not affect malleable, but it does, which is rude. Oh my lord. Give me a defend option, please. Holy shit. It took 17 years, but we can do it. Alright, so, we're gonna take some damage this turn. Ow, ow, ow. That's 14. We're down to 37. That's usually pretty low HP under most circumstances, so, bite. Bring him down enough that we can use Filled with Holes, which actually puts him down to very low, and Enfeebling Spores will go off again, but I don't mind. Boy, am I glad that I popped that potion. Like, that could have been a huge problem. Glass Knife kills him. Alright. Gold Swift Potion, very handy. And another stack of cards that I'm not totally thrilled about. So we'll skip it. Alright. Are we strong enough to take on an elite? Not really, but let's give it a shot. We have 2 regen potions, now would be the time. Oh, good Christ. So this is a problem. We're definitely popping both of these. So we're going to have the next 10 turns just gain 3 HP. That's fine. Let's start off with some footwork. Being prepared draws us another defend. Okay, that doesn't help. So 6 times 2. We need to do as much damage as possible. So that's 15. That's 8. That's 7. Not enough. Riddle with Holes. So that was the pen nib. Next turn, we can use the pen nib. So if we draw into Glass Dagger, that would be huge. That would actually be super huge. So that's a problem. That's going to give us 2 wounds into our deck. Stabby McStabface over here is a jerk. We need to draw more cards. That's lame. Holy shit, game. All right, so Piercing Wail. Reduces strength to like next to 0. Good. We're not going to take any damage next turn at least. I'll take the 24 damage there. And I think that this turn we blur. Just so that way next turn we have an additional 7 block automatically, which means we don't get any wounds this turn, nor the next if we're lucky. Alright, 21 damage. Not cool, dog. Have one of these. Have one of these. Have a glass knife to the face, which gives us our extra block, which is nice. Survivor, discarding the quick hand, and now we should take no damage, which is important. Also gaining HP off those regen potions. Very nice. We used up all 3 of our potions on this elite. We needed to, I feel, so far, but let's see if we can make stuff happen here. Okay, so neutralize again. Guaranteed, keep that up. Quick slash. Drew into riddle with holes. Flying knee. Riddle with holes deals 25 damage. And we're going to take 4 damage this turn, but that could be worse, honestly. We should not have popped both of those regen potions because it only extended the duration. I'm realizing. Instead of increasing the HP that I would have gotten, which would have been nice. Alright, 4 times 5. We're still only taking 5 damage this turn. So that's not so bad. We can actually avoid most of that by doing bite and bite again. Which I suggest that we do. So let's bite. Let's bite. Let's quick slash. And maybe we draw into something really sick. I mean, we didn't, but survivor and get rid of a defend. So that's going to deal us a little bit of damage. But we're still gaining HP off of this guy. What a time to be alive. We even get to gain even more HP. Let's go. Thank you, game. All right, so we wasted 1 regen potion. Feels bad. Prayer wheel. Non-boss chest now also contain cards. Good timing. This is the time when we want to pick up a dare. Oh my god. It's a free Terror Plus. That is really good. We're doing okay without Dagger Throw. It's not ideal, but like, oh man. Terror Plus is too good not to. Alright, so Snecko Eye. We want to do as much damage this turn as possible, bar none. Flying knee for extra energy just in case. Bite. And then Dagger Spray as well to make sure that we get as much bang for our buck as possible. It would have been nice to have Riddle with Holes, but Riddle with Holes is only good after like 1 or 2 strength ups, and that's what we're trying to aim for right now. Alright, free cards. We got some free cards, though! We terror him, make him vulnerable. We then bite for free, defend, and then defend again. We take 0 damage this turn. And he's vulnerable. Look, that luck needs to keep up. Needs to, because we're now vulnerable, and that's a problem. That did not keep up. That's a problem. Survivor, getting rid of underhanded strike, dealing some damage, and then I guess we have the option, so quick slash into a free defend. We've done it. Thank you, Snecko Eye. And by Snecko Eye, I mean enemy Snecko for being kind to me. This vulnerability bullshit, you know, though, needs to like seriously stop some point in time. Okay, so 12. That's an issue. How about we quick slash, see what we draw? It's glass knife. Is it enough to kill? It is 18 damage. Not quite. We can make it kill if we use our strength potion. I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to. Next turn, we kill him. We're going to take our 12, which is a problem. No doubt. But now we have a vampire bite that's going to kill and give us 2 HP. Yeah, guaranteed. I knew that this was going to happen. Give it to me. Alright, so the 2 extra HP here is absolutely not a bad idea. We have another strength potion, which is going to be huge. And honestly, 1 backflip is not a terrible decision here. Do we take on another elite? I'm feeling lucky. Oh shit. No way. So this is a rough one, but we can do it. We can do it. What we want to do is kill them each one after the other, guaranteed. I think that this guy gets stronger every time you smack him. So we want to avoid that. What we wanted to do instead, I think we immediately kill this guy. I think we neutralize this guy. And since we're only taking 1 damage off of our little gremlin friend, if we smack him, how much strength does he get? 1. So he's only still going to deal 1. How cute. I think we bite him, which gives us our bonus, and puts him within lethal for next turn. I don't think that we use prepared this turn because we have nothing to discard. Yep, that's right. Attack me for 1. See if I care. This guy's going to buff everybody, which is a problem. Oh my god. He's going to buff everybody a lot. Okay. Let's keep up pace, I guess. Biting can deal 16. It's not enough to actually stop him this turn. So how about we blur Survivor, discarding this, and I think starting next turn, we're popping a strength potion. Yeah. Okay, so we only took 8 that, 8 that turn. Drink this. We terror him immediately. I think we can just ignore this guy if we Piercing Wail. Or if we just backflip, that's fine too. We also draw some extra cards that way. Ooh, and they're good cards too. We can instantly kill him. You know what? We can almost instantly kill him. There's a slight difference. I say that we go after their leader a little bit harder. Get some HP off of the bite as well. And next turn, we go ham and kill off some minions. So we take 0 damage. Nice. Rally. So that's another 2 guys? Yup. So this turn, we're going to go ham and start killing some bad guys. We have to. The good news is I think we can. Oh, we definitely can. Quick Slash gets a kill here. Easy enough. We draw another card. Quick Slash gets almost another kill here. Dagger Spray gets 2 kills there. Does another 20 damage to this jerk. And then we take an actual metric shit ton of damage that I didn't realize. Oh my god. I think we almost die. That is stupid, actually. I'm a little mad that I let that happen. Okay, neutralize. Bite. Bite. He's almost dead. We're not going to take any damage this turn, and honestly, I don't want to waste the energy, so leave me alone. That was a really rough turn. Should have defended a lot harder. My bad. Okay, we can probably kill him this turn if we're lucky with our cards. Like, that's almost it, actually. That will just about do it. Then bite him for the HP. Perfect. Then these 2 jokers will run away. We're feeling a little hurt. I mean, that 1 attack was enough to put us in a precarious, this entire run in a precarious situation. But choose a power at the start of each combat. This power will be in your hand. I don't have any powers. I mean, I do now, but... Aww. Lame. 1,000 Cuts is really good. Like, it's actually one of those cards that you pick up because it's so necessary later on. Definitely drop by a chest, which gives us a gambling chip, which is amazing. And Calculated Gamble is actually stupidly good in this particular case. Now we have all the card discarding stuff I need. Pay 100 gold, get Jaxed. No thanks. Jaxed is a card that is neat, but not necessary. And we have a combat problem. Alright, so what do I need to do? I need to defend against 12 damage. We can do that. We can definitely do that. I think that we don't get Calculated Gamble this turn, and we don't need the 2 bites. Let's see if we get anything that's a little bit cooler. Yes, that's definitely cooler. Okay, so you are now terrified. I will use Footwork. I will use Blur. I will use this. Do I want to use anything else? The answer is no. But I'll take 0 damage this turn. Thank you very much. And I'll have 2 block for next turn regardless. Now, you're going to give everybody some strength, which is a problem. Huge problem. Massive problem. You're going to attack and make me frail, and I don't like that. I don't really have much option, however. So we Quick Slash, I think. Now we really don't have an option. We bite him. And we defend against that attack there, so we only take 1. But this will be the last time that we only take 1 for a while, unfortunately. That first turn strength buff is really rough on their part. I'm a little mad that they got it. especially now that we gain 25% less block every turn. So now she's going to get him to heal. I'm not happy about that. Survivor, underhand strike. Who are we attacking? Apparently nobody helpful. Quick slash. Drew into a bite, which we'll use. All right. Glass knife and 2 other attacks next turn. We can do this. We can guaranteed kill this guy next turn if we're good about it, which would be nice, considering that we can then avoid all the damage. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 100%. Neutralize for the free. Hold on. Yeah, we need to find him. And this is going to end up dealing enough damage to get the kill. And then we're going to go in a dagger spray because we might as well. Now, on a slow turn, 1,000 cuts is going to be brilliant. But we do need to make sure that it's a slow turn when we do that. Let's start off with a backflip. There we go. Prepared. Get rid of the underhand strike. Quick slash. Gets us riddle with holes. Do I play riddle with holes first, or do I get the bite to get some more HP? I think we get the bite to get some more HP. I know this is slow playing to a point where it's maybe a little bit disgusting, but I want the HP real bad. Oh no, I'm frail again! I can deal with that. That's fine. You're going to heal yourself this turn? Is that what you're going to do? Jerk. Alright. I suggest that we calculate a gamble, draw a new set of cards. Oh, nice. Bite. And then bite again. Even more HP, thank you very much. Alright, then you heal. I think. Or you give yourself strength. Yeah, you healed. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. Oh, you're going to do it again? Is that what you're going to do? Give me some more bites. Let's go. So there's a bite. We really can't avoid this, unfortunately. So might as well do it fancy with glass knife. Alright, Ancient Potion. Very nice. Masterful Stab. Can only be played if there are no other cards in your hand. Deal 20 damage. As hilariously cool as 20 damage is, it's no means like a card that we can use. Skewer is not handy yet because we don't have the right cards to make it work. We out. Do I bust by another monster first before I shop? No. Alright, so Orichalcum is amazing. We have enough money for it. Well-Laid Plans is insane. Okay, here's what we do. I would suggest that we remove... Let's see, do I want to remove the bites? Considering our low HP pool, we're going to need them some turns. I suggest that we remove a defend to start with. Pick up Well-Laid Plans. And then also pick up the free Quick Slash, maybe? A third Quick Slash. Is that necessary? No, actually, I don't think so. Alright, monster time. What do we get? Oh, you again. Hey, you piece of shit. Alright, so he's doing Enfeeling Spores. That's great for you. I'll discard Underhanded Strike because that actually does the damage. We're not going to need Piercing Wail this turn. Blur could be handy. Survivor could be handy. Neutralize is handy. Backflip is not handy. That worked. Okay, so he's already doing Enfeebling Spores. Give me an artifact. Sign me up. Terror. Neutralize for next turn. Footwork. Blur. Survivor right out of the gate. Getting rid of either one of these. If we draw Glass Knife next turn, or Riddle with Holes, either one of them, it gets used. End of story. Unfortunately, neither. Alright, which one of these does more damage? Flying Knee, slightly more damage. I am disappointed. We're not going to take any damage this turn, so might as well bite twice. Which gives us our extra strength and our extra dexterity. Perfect. Okay, yeah, this is working just fine. And we'll hold on to the defend because we can, thanks to Well-Laid Plans, which is a really bonkers card. Did I mention it's bonkers? It's nuts. It also means that we can now start going for outmaneuver and all those other really cool cards that I like. Okay, this is a slow turn. 1,000 cuts is a good time. I suggest that Riddle of Holes. Riddle with holes might be the right move. 20 damage. Yep, absolutely worth. That's fine. Do I have anything that I want to prepare it into? The answer is no. No, I do not. So no preparedness this time. I would like to hold on to Dagger Spray, maybe for next turn, or Bite. Dagger Spray does slightly more, but Bite means that I get to heal, and healing's pretty sweet. Okay. Enfeebling Spores. Now we finally get affected by it. Feels bad. Can we kill him this turn? The answer is maybe. 6, 12, 18. Yeah, we can. Okay, good stuff. Shit, I forgot. Wait, no, Glass Knife still works this turn. You're dead! Aha! Eat a garbage pile! Alright, so we get a third potion, another ancient potion. Very handy. Backstab. It's okay. It's just 16 damage once, though, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Another prepared isn't terrible, but we already have one, and I think that we're already good at one. Alright, these jokers are a problem. Yep. This is going to be an attack-heavy turn. Very attack-heavy turn. Alright, so let's focus on giving vulnerability to the one that is the tankiest. So now he effectively has 75% of the HP he did. Does that make sense? Because it's a... Yeah, because it's not double damage. It's half of that. So, yeah, okay. So he's got half... He's got 75% of the HP he used to have. Which makes him weaker than everybody else, which is awesome. I suggest that we neutralize... That we... Bite. Alright, now, do I Dagger Spray or do I Glass Knife first? I think that we're going to Glass Knife first. So that way we get the extra strength. Which allows Dagger Spray to hit everybody for 10. And that was actually a fantastic turn. Now, does this mean that we can't use footwork? Yes. Is this a problem? Probably. Maybe. Possibly. But, like, next turn we have Pen Nib. And if we have Riddle with Holes, we're going to moidle someone. It's moidling time. Alright. That was handy as hell. I suggest that this turn, we gain some block to avoid taking damage. And you know what? We'll use the fire potion this turn. So that way we can kill this guy faster. So we only need to do 18 damage this turn. We can do that, I think. Maybe not anymore. Backflip. It's not ideal. We're off by 1. Well-laid plans. End turn. You know what? There's a chance that we might not have to use the fire potion this turn, which would be nice. We could have used the... Like, it would still be nice to use one, but if we have to get rid of one, that's fine. We don't need piercing. Fuck, it doesn't matter which one we keep. It literally doesn't matter. Okay, so you're going to attack me. You're going to do 1 damage. Oh, boy. Tori plus Vampirism. It's actually not bad. Bite him. Bite him. Flying knee. Should have calculated gambled, but weak potion is much better than this right now. Alright, so another 1,000 cuts? No. Dagger throw? Yeah, I think dagger throw is really good. We do have enough card draw, though, that it's not necessary. It might be better to just go for Sucker Punch right now, because the extra weak could be huge. Like, it's like having a neutralize that does more damage. I'll do it. Alright, so we have HP issues. We're going up against the Collector, and it would be nice to have extra HP. However, can we upgrade anything to do anything spectacular? That's not that spectacular. That's also not... Ooh, that is pretty spectacular. Well-laid plans, I know, is very good. 1,000 cuts is also very good if upgraded. Sucker Punch is also very good if upgraded. We got a lot of potential upgrading ones. Like, I could upgrade at every potential bonfire in the near future and still be happy with it. How about we do... Let's see. Well-laid plans allows us to really waylay... Like, to really deal with RNG in a way that is handy as hell. I think it's worth its weight in gold. Glass Knife, though, dealing 24 damage the first time it's used is dumb, though. We'll do well-laid plans. I think that we'll smith up well-laid plans. We have enough HP that we can survive the Collector if we're smart. So his first turn is not going to be spent doing anything super cool. This would be a good turn to set up. We don't want Glass Knife right now. Piercing Wail's not going to do it. Might as well toss out a Bite. And that's fine. Like, that's a reasonable first turn if all else goes wrong, which it didn't. 1,000 cuts. Footwork. Well-laid plans. And do I want to prepare it into anything? The answer is no. No, I don't. Although, if I can prepare it into something, it would be handy. That's... Choose to discard that. Okay. End turn. Hold on to these two. We now have a calculated gamble just in case. Alright, so... This turn. Here's where things get interesting. We're going to pop the Strength Potion for sure. We are going to then immediately cast Weaken on this Joker. Alright. It would be worth our time to start dealing with these as fast as possible. We still don't have Pendant, but we're still doing that much damage. That's handy. That's free. Do I want to blur? The answer, I think, here is no. So we are going to take some damage here, which is obviously not ideal. We are, however, going to avoid taking some damage as well. No, we don't want to use the Fire Potion this turn. It's not worth it. Is there anything else that I would want to use, though? If I could get a Terror this turn, that might be handy. Let's give it a shot. We got the Terror. It worked. We'll apply the Terror immediately. And then end our turn for now. We'll hold on to Riddle with Holes and to Sucker Punch? Dagger Spray. Yeah, Dagger Spray. Because next turn, we're going to Dagger Spray for 10 nib damage, which is going to be dumb. 14 damage twice to all people? Gonna be silly. So we took some serious hurt there. Problem. Can we fix that problem? Yes, I think so. So let's start off with Dagger Spray. Huge amounts of damage. Okay, next up, Survivor. Immediately getting rid of Unhanded Strike. Worth it, I think. Then we'll Flying Knee for the next turn. We're only going to take one this turn, which is nice. And we'll hold on to Riddle with Holes and Bite for now. Does that come with a negative effect, or is that just 13? It's just 1. Okay, good. That's fine. That's fine. So we have 4 energy this turn. Handy. He's going to hit us with a negative debuff. Not good. We don't have Pen Nib this turn. This would be the turn to attack 3 times if we could. And we can. I think we need to do as much damage as possible to this guy this turn. So, Riddle with Holes. Bite. Bite again, which gives us our bonus to Strength and to Dexterity again, which is nice. And I think we end our turn. We'll hold on to both Blur and Sucker Punch for next turn. So that way we can weaken him if he attacks me. So I think this turn he does a pretty big... Yeah, this is the big debuff turn. Okay, fine, whatever. Do your thing, you Joker. It's all bad. So next turn he needs to spend actually summoning folks, though. So that's fine by me as far as I'm concerned. We'll Flying Knee then. We Bite to get our HP back up there, which is super important. And I think we Bite again, honestly. Get our Strength and our Dexterity back up higher. End turn, holding on to Quick Slash and Blur. I think we toss Sucker Punch by the wayside in this case, because if we draw another big attack, like Glass Knife, this would be the turn to play it. Okay, no Glass Knife yet. Doesn't mean that we aren't going to find it. Neutralize him. Well worth it, so we're only taking, you know, 1,000,000 damage instead of, like, less. Do I want to go for the gamble of getting Glass Knife? I don't think so. So here's what we'll do. We'll do Survivor, tossing out the Underhanded Strike, which still does a lot of damage. He's at 35. He's close, but not enough. We Blur, and we defend. We avoid taking all damage this turn. End turn, holding on to these two. We could use a Fire Potion, but I think I'm going to save it for the next floor. All right, and besides, this turn, we draw another 5 cards. So high chance of Glass Knife, which it is, which means that we get to do 29 damage twice, which means he dies. Huge! That's the good shit right there. Another weak potion. Thank you. Oh, man. Do I want to go for Envenom? I mean, I know Envenom's okay, and especially with some of our cards, it can do a lot of good work. I think that Glass Knife, another Glass Knife would be huge here. It's just a very good card, I'm coming to realize. Black Star's a little late. Astrolabe, pick up, choose, and transform 3 cards, then upgrade them. Obtain 1 potion, raise your max HP by 5, obtain a card, gain 30 gold. That actually is super tempting right now. Like, I'm not stopping by, you know, elites very often on the next floor. Are there any cards that I'd like to get rid of or transform or... yeah, I could stand to maybe toss out a bite or 2. Sucker Punch maybe wasn't the best purchase. And honestly, the defends are negligible, but I don't think that we really want to get rid of any cards. So I think we go for the Tiny House, hilariously enough. Energy Potion and Reflex. If this card is discarded from your hand, draw a card. Huh, okay, so it makes our card discard actually a full-on cantrip / bonus. Considering that's actually handy. That actually works particularly well with our gambling. And our gambling chip. Actually, holy shit, there's a lot of stuff we can do. Alright, now this video's gone on long enough. We're sitting here at an hour-long video, so you know what, we're going to call it here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you folks enjoyed yourself. If you did, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button down below. And if you want to see some more videos, subscribe for some more videos. Next time, we conquer the last part of the tower and the Awakened One. Okay, that's a boss I can deal with. See you then.